Hello, everyone. Good day, and I am Dean Rocky Duhunko, and I am bringing this lecture to you for the 2025 Bar Review. So, this morning, we will discuss withholding taxes. Okay? In fact, ito ay creditable withholding taxes in contrast with final withholding taxes. Ano bang nature ng creditable withholding taxes? And bakit meron tayong ganitong sistema in our tax system? Okay? I will discuss this through two cases. And for those who are planning to take the 2025 bar exam, makinig po tayo mabuti because the second case is penned by our bar chair, Justice Amy Lazaro Javier. Alright? So, hindi na tayo magtatagal. Let's go straight to the first case. So, the first case is penned by last year's bar chair, Justice Mario Lopez. So, this is the case of CIR versus COMELEC, which was promulgated by the Supreme Court last May 11, 2021. So what happened in this case? Dito sa case na to, si COMELEC entered into a contract with Smartmatic and Avante back in May 2008. No? And we know naman na Smartmatic is the provider of the electronic voting machines, di ba? Na ginagamit natin in the conduct of the elections. So this is just a lease contract, okay? But with option to purchase, okay? And the COMELEC did not impose or withhold expanded withholding taxes on payments made to Smartmatic and Avante on the belief that the procurement of election materials and equipment are free from taxes and import duties. So basically, what the COMELEC is saying, yung payments niya kay Smartmatic, dahil di ba nag-rent siya, so magbabayad siya ng rental payments no, kay Smartmatic. Hindi daw yon subject sa withholding taxes because there is a law that says the procurement of election materials and equipment are free from taxes. Isa pa sa mga contention ng COMELEC is that siya mismo, COMELEC itself, is exempt from all taxes, direct or indirect. No? Ano bang pagkakaiba ng direct and indirect taxes? Direct taxes pertain to taxes where the impact and the incidence fall upon the same person. Example nito would be income taxes, di ba? When we say impact, siya yung magbabayad. When we say incidence, this refers to the ultimate bearer of the tax burden. Okay? Kung indirect taxes naman, this pertains to the situation where the impact and incidence falls upon different persons. So, ang example ng indirect taxes would be the expanded withholding tax. Kasi bakit? Ang impact or ang statutory taxpayer is upon the payor. In this case is it's COMELEC. Pero ang incidence will fall upon the payee or Smartmatic kasi sa kanya ibabawas yung EWT, 'di ba? So sabi ni COMELEC, exempt ako from all taxes, direct or indirect, personal or impersonal, relative to the conduct of automated elections as authorized by law. So sabi ni COMELEC, if we subject the lease contract payments to EWT, it will result to a situation where the bidders, di ba, may government procurement, where the bidders will bid at a higher contract price to cover the EWT on the anticipated revenue. So sabi ni Comelec, if that happens, we are being taxed indirectly in violation of the law. Okay? And at the outset, sasabihin ko na sa inyo na sinabi ng Supreme Court, the Comelec is mistaken. Bakit? Kasi dito in-explain ng Supreme Court ano ang nature ng withholding taxes. Okay? Withholding tax is a method of collecting income tax in advance. In the operation of the withholding tax system, it is the payee. So si Smartmatic bilang payee, kasi siya yung tumatanggap ng rental income, it is Smartmatic that is the taxpayer. The person on whom the tax is imposed. While the payor, which in this case yung tagabayad, si COMELEC, is a separate entity and acts no more than an agent of the government for the collection of the tax in order to ensure its payment. Obviously, the amount thereby used to settle the tax liability is deemed sourced from the proceeds constitutive of the tax base. So, ibig sabihin, yung tax base daw, yun na yung kabuuan ng binabayad ni COMELEC kay Smartmatic. Okay? The withholding tax system was devised for three primary purposes. Number one, to provide taxpayers a convenient manner to meet their probable income tax liability. Hindi naman madalas, hindi naman exact yung winidhold dun sa magiging tax payable. But at the same time, no, meron ng probable. So meron ng estimate magkano ba yung magiging tax payable ni payee dito sa transaction na ito. And that is being approximated by the expanded withholding taxes. Okay? Second, to ensure the collection of income tax which can otherwise be lost or substantially reduced through failure to file the corresponding returns. So ibig sabihin, yung withholding tax system, it is a way for the government to ensure na kahit papano may makokollect na siya on the supposed income of the payee. Okay? Kasi withhold na siya ng withholding agent tapos ire-remit na sa BIR. And third, to improve the government's cash flow. Bakit? Remember, this transaction happened in 2008, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, the moment na magbabayad si Comelec kay Smartmatic, magwi-withhold na siya. Tapos, within the deadline, which is 1 month after, or in the month after rather, ire-remit na niya kay BIR yung na-withhold niyang tax. Meaning, makukuha ni BIR in advance yung tax on the transaction. Ibig sabihin, in 2008 pa lang, ire-remit na ni Comelec yung payment niya ng withholding tax kay BIR. Whereas, if BIR will just wait for Smartmatic to pay its taxes, di ba 2008 yung transaction? So, kailan ang income tax due ni Smartmatic? Next year pa, in April 2009, assuming it uses the calendar system, no? The calendar year rather. So, ibig sabihin, advance nakuha ni BIR yung bayad. So, it is a way of improving the government's cash flow because it is a method of collecting taxes in advance. Okay? So, this entire system results in administrative savings, prompt and efficient collection of taxes, prevention of delinquencies, and reduction of government effort to collect taxes through more complicated means and remedies. Simply put, the withholding tax is intended to facilitate the collection of income tax. Therefore, itong conclusion natin dito, unless the income recipient is exempt from income tax, the payer is generally required to deduct and withhold EWT on income payments made. So, ibig sabihin, applying it to this situation, unless Smartmatic is exempt from taxes, which it is not, di ba? Hindi magkakaroon ng withholding tax, hindi siya madededaktan. Eh di ba kanina ang argument ni Comelec, siya ang exempt, no? So exempt ako, hindi ako dapat nagwi-withhold ng tax. Sabi ng Supreme Court, oo nga, exempt ka. But it is the tax exemption of Smartmatic that matters in this case. Okay? So here, the lease contract payments to Smartmatic and Avante are not exempt from the requirement of withholding. So dapat nag-withhold pa rin si Comelec from its payments made to Smartmatic and Avante. Okay? So this case explains the nature of withholding taxes. Okay? So on to the second case, which as I have promised, is penned by our 2025 bar chair naman, Justice Amy Lazaro Javier. This is the case of CIR versus Bases Conversion and Development Authority promulgated by the Supreme Court in January 2020. So what happened in this case? In this case, itong si BCDA, no? Actually, alam natin to. Ito ang tinatawag na, ito ang may-ari ng mga lots sa Taguig. Okay? So, yung BGC, Bonifacio Global City in Taguig. BCDA is the owner of 4 lots. Okay? And it was supposed to sell 4 of its properties, medyo malaki, no? Amounting to 12,000 plus square meters. It was supposed to sell these 4 lots to the Net Group. And so dun sa usapan nila during the negotiation, and the transaction happened sometime in 2008, okay? Sabi ni Net Group, sige, hindi kita withholdan if you can give me a tax exemption certificate before June 9, 2008. So in this case, ang question is about the exemption of BCDA from creditable withholding taxes. So whether or not BCDA is exempt from CWT on the sale of its global city properties. So if you think about it guys, kabaliktaran to nung case natin kanina on Comelec and Smartmatic. Kasi doon, ang kini-question is whether si Smartmatic is exempt from CWT. And exempt ba si Comelec from withholding those creditable withholding taxes? But in this case, baliktad. Si BCDA as seller, kasi siya yung babayaran, di ba? Pag nagbenta ka, babayaran siya ni Net Group nung proceeds dun sa 4 na lupa. So whether BCDA is exempt, so as payee, di ba? And in this case, BCDA actually sought a ruling from the BIR. No? However, hindi nagbigay si BIR and it failed to give the certification that was being asked by Net Group. So when they executed the deed of absolute sale or the deeds of absolute sale in July 2008, walang nagawa si Net Group kundi i-remit na agad yung creditable withholding taxes to the BIR. So what happened in this case was BCDA sought the refund of the creditable withholding taxes remitted by Net Group amounting to more or less 101 million pesos. Medyo malaki. Okay? So let's skip the procedural aspect muna, but the question really here is substantially, no, substantively rather, is BCDA exempt from creditable withholding tax? And in this case, the Supreme Court answered in the affirmative. Yes, the BCDA is exempt from CWT on the sale of its global city properties. The Supreme Court based its ruling on Section 8 of Republic Act 7227, which explicitly states that the proceeds from the sale of certain properties, including those owned by BCDA, are exempt from all forms of taxes and fees. So, ang anchor nitong case na ito is that there is a specific law that says exempt si BCDA or exempt yung transactions niya, okay, from all taxes and fees. The court emphasized that the provisions of RA 7227 as amended as a special law take precedence over the general provisions of the tax code. The income derived from the sale of the properties is excluded from BCDA's gross income under Section 32 of the NIRC, and the withholding tax system does not apply to income payments made to national government entities and their instrumentalities. Bakit? Kasi kung exempt si BCDA sa income taxes, saan niya gagamitin yung withholding tax na dineduct sa kanya? Eh wala nga siyang tax na babayaran. Di ba kasi kabaliktaran, from the point of view of the payee, so sa'yo winidhold, di ba? Sa'yo binawas yung withholding taxes, you're supposed to use this, kaya nga siya creditable withholding tax, you're supposed to use this as credits kapag magfa-file ka na ng ITR. So kapag magbabayad ka na ng income tax mo, pwede mong bawasan yung income tax payable with the withholding taxes that were withheld from you. Pwede mo siyang gamitin as credits. But in this case, SCBCDA excluded nga sa gross income niya yung mga proceeds ng pinagbentahan niya. So wala siyang income tax to begin with. Wala siyang paggagamitan nung iwi-withhold sa kanya kung sakali man. Okay? So aside from the fact that it is exempt, no? Hindi may aside from the fact that it is exempt from all forms of taxes and fees mean exempt din siya from the withholding tax system. Alright? So I hope these two cases help elucidate on the concept of withholding taxes. And for those taking the 2025 bar, thank you and best of luck in the bar exam. So ang ating quote for this lecture series in 2025 is, difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations. Enjoy the journey, keep the faith, keep the good fight, and matatapos din itong 2025 bar, which will see you successful at the end of it. So you can like and subscribe this YouTube channel, Dean Rocky's Lectures, and you can also follow me on Twitter sa @whatrockythinks. So thank you and good luck. Bye!